a lot of like really in-depth stuff when it comes
Mm-hmm.
to Justice League Incarnate and Infinite Frontier. So we're going to go over all of it before we get to the Death of the Justice League and the Dark Army. Wait,
We got Super
yes.
Chat first.
Yes, the Dark Army, but I actually meant Dark Crisis. Super
Yep.
Chat starting the morning off. In Fantasy I Die. Could not super chat during the Batman stream. Anyway, I enjoyed the movie so much, I'm going to see it again this weekend.
Good.
And taking my mom and sister in a few weeks as well. Battinson forever. Yes, I'm so glad to hear that you liked it.
3 times then. He's going to be seeing it 3 times.
That's awesome. And it's thank you so much. In Fantasy I Die. I really, really enjoyed it. I know you really enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing to see this like very refreshing take on Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, not okay. So it's obviously it sticks to the fundamental of the character, but like, my God, it was so like.
Here's how I put it.
Go ahead.
It's basically what you get when you combine the Tim Burton's '89 Batman with the Nolan Batman in the one.
Yeah, and it was like that realistic version. We didn't get the cutaway where they take away the eye makeup. We didn't get that silliness. And
Nope.
that's okay. And I think when I did my stream on it, I think Shannon from You Truck and Nerd brought up a good point about having fun. But you don't necessarily have to have a fun, upbeat movie in order to have fun. Because that movie was so fun. I absolutely love the movie. I like one of the highest scores I could give in years. It's probably my favorite at this point superhero movie. But I still say, like, if we're you can't really compare it to Peacemaker because that was like 9 hours of content compared to 3.
True.
But Peacemaker's still like, I fucking love Peacemaker. They're right. They're so good.
I would still say Peacemaker is a TV show. You can put it in
Yeah.
a different category altogether.
Yep. Good morning, Justice. Morning, Justice? Good morning, Justice. Good morning, Hidden Justice. Good morning, Black Phoenix and Loki and Joseph and Bianca. Let me see who else we got here. Raymond, good morning. I don't want to miss anyone. Okay, we're good morning, Keely. So it definitely was really good. I still love it. I see I actually find it quite hilarious. There's a lot of still like, oh my God, it's so woke. And it's just like
and funny how one person in particular was willing to defend a Geeks and Gamer stuff when the guy hasn't even seen the movie yet, but acted like he knew what it was about.
Oh my God. Okay, so the Amazing Lucas is officially my hero.
Yep.
For one, I haven't finished the discussion yet because they went like it seems like
4 hours.
4 hours. So yeah. Yep. Ripa's a bitch. That's right.
You know where we're going with this. I got through towards the end of it. And, well, barely the end. And it just kept going in circles and circles and circles. And you could so tell who was winning and who was not. And if you look at the chat, oh, God, it was a meltdown on Ripa's head. It was a complete and utter meltdown.
Well, the funny thing about it is Ripa always goes into these conversations like he does with me, just trying to steamroll you and not let you talk. And Lucas didn't put up with that. He doesn't put up with that.
Or he frustrates you with his stuff. And Lucas, you could tell to the point where Lucas was like, he's trying to get me to just back out so he can shut up. I'm not going to let him.
I love Amazing Lucas. I share his videos all the time on my community post. One of the best YouTubers out there. Amazing Lucas, Sander Hoffshoe on head. There's the Amazing Lucas knew exactly what he was doing. Where's Raymond's comment? Fucking 4 hours. My mind was done with Ripa. I love seeing him put in his place because he tried. When I talked to him, he just wouldn't let me talk. He just steamrolled me. He just gaslit me. He moved the goalpost.
Which he kept doing last night. He kept trying to do that last night. He kept on trying to move it to the point where he didn't even try to accuse Lucas of weaseling.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, you really said that?
Did you guys see my super chat to Lucas after the stream? No, I didn't see it.
What did you say, Bianca? I gave up partway, like right around the, it was going into the 3.5, the 3 hour mark. and it was like, I'm done. And then when because it felt like it was winding down, and I'm like, wait, I'm still seeing it's still going. What?
Oh my goodness. I wanna finish it. I do want to finish it, but the funny thing is like Amazing Lucas is very good at talking. And so is Ripa, and that's how he gets away with acting the way he does. But he didn't allow him to gaslight him. He didn't allow him to do those things. And it was nice to see some vindication because looking back at my debate with him, the whole big thing for me was don't let him use his own fucking dictionary definition. And he
But
and he goes in and he says, "You can't use your own definition. This isn't your word." And Rupa goes on this
exactly.
whole spiel about nobody used it before him, and he's like, "Malcolm X used it in
What?
1967." I was like,
And
"Fuck you, Ripa."
the actual definition is you put someone in there just to mark a checkbox, but they have almost nothing to do. It's just like they're a best friend, and it's just like, oh, see, we're representing. We have this black character. Is he a main character? No, but we're representing. That's a token character. There's a reason why you have the. That's why South Park has a character named Token. Now, granted, he's become a more important character as the show went on, but when he started out, that was the joke.
Oh my god, it was so good. I can't wait to finish it. I love Amazing Lucas. Like I shared his video yesterday of him talking about the Ryan situation because it's like Ryan has blown up in the worst way possible. I hope he doesn't ever have to like get a real job later down the road or anything because this is all they're gonna see. He made it on Philip fucking DeFranco as the douchebag of the day.
And you cannot say that he didn't know this was going to happen. He knew this was going to happen.
Oh my god.
You don't have
It,
you don't have a video that basically says, "Oh, the movie was alright," and then tack that in there without knowing you're going to get the blowback.
well, when I shared it yesterday, it's funny because I have this weird group of people that aren't necessarily subscribed to me, but
Mm-hmm.
still stick around to just give me shit. I guess
Yeah.
that's what it is. And they're all coming around like, what did he say was wrong? What did he didn't say anything
Oh
what he
yeah.
said was
And
wrong. It said he was fragile
yep.
as fuck. And he literally like this is the most beta thing he could ever have done. Like it was dumb. He literally like my satire video was his real video. Come
Oh,
on now. It's
funny thing.
hilarious.
Funny thing. If you notice, your satire video has gotten way more views than your real
Yes.
review. It is
And that
still going up.
sucks.
It's still going up.
It sucks though, because I put so much work into my real review.
Oh, I know. You probably put in double the work that you did on the satire. The satire, you were just like, what can trigger people? I mean, I'm looking at it right now, 7.6K. Last time I saw it yesterday was at 5K. You shot up in 2K overnight.
Because people, this woke thing has caught on, but I'm looking at my stats. My real video only has 600. You know, the funniest thing is the videos I edit the most, which
Mm-hmm.
weekly are Bad Ideas with Bianca. And because those usually take me a good 3 hours to edit from
Just want
beginning to end.
to grab me. I'll be right back.
Okay. And those videos usually, just because they're like fun community videos that we like doing, they usually don't get as much views. But I put a video out there that means nothing, that is nothing, is a joke. Don't put any editing or any effort into it. And of course, it's the one that people see. Like,
Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Uh,
it was fun watching Ripa sweat and struggle.
oh,
It's
it
fun.
was. Because
It's
again,
fun to. Go ahead.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Because I watched it as it went on, as it was getting just worse. Again, it's just like the fact he was again calling him a weasel and all that. It was just like you're like, you did not just say that. Oh, you did not just say that. It's just. It was so gratifying, satisfying, especially him coming off of the high it was with what he did with Jody. You could so tell he went in there expecting a repeat.
I didn't watch that yet. I didn't even know it happened. I'm not subscribed to Ripa or any of them anymore, so I had no idea it happened.
Oh, I didn't know either, but from what I've heard, though, you could so tell, especially if you look at Ripa's thumbnail, he just had this big,
How
like,
can he
punchable
defend that
face.
fucking idiot? Like, he kept calling him his co-host, too. Like, you're owned by Geeks and Gamers at this point. You're not even allowed to disagree. That is an echo chamber. That, honey, is a safe space.
Yeah.
Xander Hall reminds me of the alternate version. Oh, you know what? I would say give him a little bit more of a chance. Xander Hall isn't. Maybe when it comes to some of like I know he's doing some stuff on the Don't Say Gay bill and all that right now, but I would say Vouches. I don't watch him. I
Vosh,
don't ever
Vosh,
Vosh,
yeah,
whatever.
Vosh.
See, that's
Oh yeah. Oh
I don't
God, yeah.
watch
I've
those
seen him
people.
when
I like Xander though.
yeah,
He's
because I seen him when he was
more
on
logical.
Kimball. Oh,
Yeah.
Super Cat.
Ah, T. Oh God, no. T confirmed as a guest for next week's Friday Night Sights.
Yeah,
For one, they would never have me. For two, I would never go
how do
on
you send
there.
a $4.2?
Thank you.
How do you send
420. He sent 420. That's awesome.
how do you send that much? Yeah, but
That's funny.
but yeah, it was satisfying just seeing it all, and again, just seeing Ripa just constantly trying to bring up his point, trying to bring up, like, to spin it all back to him because it's so clear he just wanted Lucas to, and Lucas kept saying, "No, I'm not arguing with you." And I think that was the best part. He went in there without trying to say that's not the right definition and just stick to that. No, he went beyond that. And the moment he was trying, because and the fact that Ripper kept saying, "Oh, it's all about the sales. I just look at the sales. I just look at the sales." It's like all books go down after the first issue. Ripper, quit acting like none of these original and these spin-off characters, which I prefer. That's what Lucas used. Stop thinking that they're just inferior. Even She-Hulk. The fact that he still kept saying She-Hulk was inferior.
I know.
Like, She-Hulk was created so they can keep the mark in the actual trademark.
The funny thing is being relatively familiar with Amazing Lucas, he knew what he was saying. He was calling him a grifter half the time without actually saying it. He was like, "Oh, that's genius marketing. That's genius marketing. So you do all of this, this is clickbait, right? This is, like he was calling him a grifter multiple times to his face without even Ripa noticing. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, yep. And again, you should have seen the deterioration of Ripa's chat. You should have. Raymond was there. He kept filling me in. It was glorious just seeing them just.
I'm guessing it was like SJWs.
Oh, beyond it. It started getting to the point where like, Ripa, just leave. You won. Leave. They were just trying to do it when it's so clear he lost, but it's like, oh, and then they start
tribalism.
Calling, yeah, then they start calling Lucas a weasel. And again, Lucas never used the word weasel, but because at one point Ripa tried to say, and he even tried to say, "Oh, I use the word weasel, but it's not meant anything negative." And Lucas immediately say, "I can't think of any use of the word weasel that isn't negative."
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He got called on his bullshit grift, and a lot of people finally saw it, and it's really really nice.
Oh boy, the honey thing.
Oh, because he's fucking stupid. So there's this idea, like, have you ever met somebody that's so dumb you're just like, "Oh, honey." That's what the "oh, honey" thing is.
It all the time.
Yeah, I use that all the time when someone's being dumb. They actually, I got it from one of my favorite shows. How I Met Your Mother did a whole episode on "Oh, honey," and it's like when somebody is so fucking unintelligent that you're just like, or naive, and you're like, "Oh, honey," like, oh, they, like I got an email and this man from Africa, he wants me to send him $3,000 and then I'll get $1 million. And you're like, "Oh, honey."
Exactly.
No. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the my guy, because that eventually started setting off Ripa big time. But because he couldn't use, spin it around, it was like a simple my guy. It's like, yeah, you could tell Ripa was getting more and more furious, and his chat were triggered even more so every time it was used. And then when Ripa would say it, you could tell Ripa was saying it in disgust.
Well, he always says "my guy," and the funny thing is when the original, when he watched it originally on his live stream, he had somebody literally call within 2 minutes, call him the N-word and tell him he needed to be hung from a tree. That is why this whole thing started, because the audience of Ryan saw that, and that is how they reacted. And then they kept calling and saying "Yo quiero Taco Bell" and a bunch of other things. They were literally harassing him, so he made a video on it. I don't blame him. I don't blame him whatsoever. And yet, Rippa defends that.
Yeah. And then Ripper didn't even watch the movie, but he acted like he was just taking Ryan's word for it. As Lucas said, this should have ended within 10 minutes when he admitted he didn't see the movie.
Yeah, it should have. And when he literally had the wrong definition of tokenization, he lost. That's it.
Yep.
But he asked you not to. I don't care. It's the same thing as my guy. He's so dumb, it's hard to fathom.
Oh boy.
Just to be condescending? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, sometimes
because he literally wouldn't let me talk. He's ridiculous and he's completely like
exactly. Yeah, Umbrella.
Well, I can't say.
Yeah, I saw that stream. I was afterwards, and I got to ask you this: is it all right for her? I mean, for her to just take it, and him being just like rude, hostile, steamrolling her, and she should just be nice and polite and just be like,
yeah, it doesn't work that way.
No, yeah, of course you're gonna be all like, "Oh, honey," yeah, like, "Oh, honey, really? You were just showing your stupidity."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it sounds like you just wanted to be a one-sided. Oh, let Rippa get away with everything, but she has to deal with it.
Yep, and I don't play those games. Did you just? Did he just literally? Hold on, let me see something here in the chat. Did you just accidentally switch between your accounts to troll me? You went from unbreaded to the right is right on accident? Did you realize you did that? It's nice to see you, Toxic Pop. And Alpha Ego, whatever other one you've been on.
Yeah,
comics are cool. That's 5. I think there's a couple more we've also had. That may have been on purpose, but I'm pretty sure you accidentally switched in between alt accounts.
Yep, or he's just trying to do both at the same time, so it look like we have multiple people who agree.
Oh, it's clear it's the same person. So what about Justice League Breakdown? That's right.
Right. But
we'll end up talking more about this.
Yep.
I will end up. Oh, come on, my phone charge. I'll end up talking more about this. I'm not sure exactly when. I'm having Jody on, so we'll end up talking more about this. But
right,
we'll that'll be a whole thing by itself. This is supposed to be super duper fun. Justice League Infinite Frontier.
Yep. Now I'm just going with number 0. There's a lot in here, but I'm just going to skip past most of it and just focus on the Joshua Williamson stuff.
Well, there's a lot of setup in this, right?
Well, yeah,
there
was a lot of setup, yes.
There's about 4 different stories?
Yeah, you had Bendis' Justice League, you had Superman, and the Philip Kennedy Johnson Superman, you had the stuff with Fear State, Wonder Woman, now the Alan Scott stuff does play into Infinite Frontier.
Wait, hold on. What? Am I still here?
You're still here. You're right next to me. You're right next to me. Your little window.
I know, but it kicked me out of the chat.
Oh. Well, yeah,
but
don't we want to, what do you mean kicked you out of the chat?
It literally won't let me see my chat on screen.
Really? I'm still seeing it. There should be up on the top. If you look on the top, there should be some other little bars things and everything.
No, it literally made me relog back in as we're live.
What?
That's so weird. Okay, sorry guys. I have no tech savviness in me, so they haven't done anything with the Stargirl barely at all story in this.
Except for that special, and that's what this was meant to lead into, was for that special. And the special should come out sometime. No, not the special. The whatever is meant to lead into should come out sometime this year, I think. But yeah, this was a setup for everything that we've been seeing for the past few years. But yeah, we open up with Wonder Woman, which in the end, the stuff with Wonder Woman herself doesn't matter.
Literally doesn't matter. You can skip all the Wonder Woman stuff.
Yeah, but it's the quintessence that's important.
Quintessence? I thought it was the quintessence.
Quintessence. Sorry, why did I say quintessence?
I was just making sure. I don't know sometimes if I'm saying things correctly or not.
You're the one that says Hippolyta and when it's Hippolyta.
Yeah, well, I also say Aniope wrong, I'm pretty sure, too.
Yep, but the quintessence, you were right. But yeah, we're introduced to them. They try to talk to Diana. She's ascended, and they're saying we want you to join us and all that, and we'll show you.
She should have kept that costume. That was fucking beautiful.
It was. But yeah, then we see stuff with Bendis' stuff.
Shazam!
Boy, remember when that was made a big deal?
I wonder why that was just a throwaway thing. I think it was the reaction to it.
No, I think it was meant to be. Bendis is playing up about how some people would do it who didn't know that his name was Black Adam, but they think he's
Maybe.
Shazam.
Yeah.
But which Bendis does that. Sometimes there are times where he is good at what people would do, and he's probably thinking like, not everyone's going to know he's Black Adam.
Is that Ryan Sook on art?
That was no, David Marquez.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then we get into the stuff with Fear State, and it's the clone of Bade.
So even since this, for one, I called it that this was going to be Peacekeeper 1, and then 2, it's not really Bane.
Well, we didn't know that at the time. We actually thought they actually went along with it.
Right.
Because really, we were like, how else could this have happened?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get what's Grifter been up to ever since the stuff
I
in
know.
Urban Hutch?
They set that up, and I thought we were gonna get more Grifter, and it's just like, okay, well, he had a part in that 6 issues, but that was it.
Yeah.
Bring back Grifter.
Yep. Okay. Here we get some stuff with setting up for Nubia. We have stuff with Wonder Girl there. We have the stuff with. Yep. We have the stuff with Alan Scott confessing that he's gay. Although I do love the whole like, Dad, you're getting lost in the preamble. I do. I thought. Okay,
that was good.
I know many people hate what was done with Alan Scott. I think the way it's been handled, what little's been handled with since, was way better than anything with Bobby and all that stuff. Because he at least acknowledges, I mean, obviously, they're his kids. They can't deny that. Although I do not like how they basically have downplayed his prior wives. I do not like that.
And like, it would have just been very easy to say bye and move on.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, no, I get what they were going for. They're playing up what led to him like denying it for so long. And it does come into play later on. Oh boy, Teen Titans Academy. Moving on. More stuff.
Why is my chat not working? Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. Wait, did it freeze here? I think it froze.
Did it freeze?
Hold on.
Yeah, it froze on my side too.
Yeah, it froze on my end.
That's so weird. I'm
gonna restart my end first.
Okay, and then I'll restart mine.
Yeah.
Freaking restreams being a pain in the butt already this morning. Gotta love it. I can see what you guys are saying on my phone, but like I can't show it on the screen if I wanted to. All right, let me add Robert.
Let me just reshare the images. Okay, someone type something in the chat. I'll let you know if I see it.
The last one was from Joseph.
Yeah, but that was probably before the reset, so.
All right, let me go back out. I think it's going to depend on me because I'm hosting. Hold on.
Not seeing anything yet.
Not yet. Something.
Something.
My phone, but
again, yeah, I think something just happened with the
because it made me log in. Let me just write hi and see if it goes through.
Yeah, I see you.
Okay.
Now let's see if it appears actually. Yep, it appeared in the actual chat too. So weird.
Something's going on with Restream.
Yeah, but let's continue on because so long as we don't get booted.
Yeah,
oh boy,
and
remember that one time? Remember that one time? Oh boy.
Oh yeah, that was so weird. Bada booey. That's so weird. I don't know. I can see it on my phone. I'll just keep track of it there. That works. All right.
Yeah, but anyway, we have the stuff with setting up for John.
Whether or not he was going to be a tyrant or not.
Right.
I love the way he answers this. I love the way he fixes this.
Exactly. We have more stuff with Bendis setting up. Oh, now there's stuff with Roy. That actually does come into play in Infinite Frontier. There's the stuff with Stargirl. More stuff with Fear State.
That was clearly the most important story in this.
Yeah, it was. Stuff for Green Lantern. Boy, Jeffrey Thorne got a raw deal. Stuff with
Did he though?
Well,
Did he
'cause
though? Now he's gonna be writing Blood Syndicate.
no, he is. Well, that's true, but he actually did have more than 12 issues planned.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
But yeah, we have stuff with basically Williamson handing off Flash to Jeremy Adams through here, as he then sets up with the stuff with the totality, and we do actually find out that um
I'm just curious. I keep talking. I'm just
yep
curious
yep
if
yep yep
any come up.
yep yep
Hello
we
there.
do find out
No,
later
they're
on
not.
that
It's so weird. Okay, sorry guys. I'm not going crazy, I promise. But
yeah
I
hi
can't show
there.
I can't show any comments on stream. So
Sorry, so if anyone does super chats,
sorry.
we're gonna have to read it from directly.
I
But anyway,
sorry. I
like
sorry.
I said, we eventually find out even now, Barry does not have it be Waller. He's meant to be a successor if anything happens to him in the totality, which I think is fair. That is fair, actually, because he wants Wally to not have
We
to
haven't
worry.
heard shit about the totality since this.
Eh,
Barely.
actually, they do appear a little bit. Oh, there's the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow stuff. I'm still finding that weird. This is the only time we ever saw that this canon was in. It was because of this image.
I don't like that it's there. I'm not gonna lie, because Elseworld is Elseworld. It's a Black Label book, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, so then
Neither is Killing Time. Neither is Killing Time.
so are we to assume then with all of this that
I think initially it
anything
was meant to
in
be
order
canon.
for it to be Elseworld, it has to be Black Label?
I think so. Oh, geez, really, really good riddance, Barry. Really?
Barry. Hey, Black Phoenix must be a Wally West fan.
Yeah, I mean, I like both. But
So
anyway,
wait,
yeah.
go back real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't looked at this page since. So we've got Supergirl, we've got Swamp Thing.
We got Teen Titans Academy. We got Totality. Justice League Dark. Crush Lobo. No
we've
idea
got
what that is.
Deathstroke right up in the corner, who's going to be a big deal here in a minute.
Aquaman the Gathering. Green Lanterns. Blue and Gold. Which I just realized this is well before that was announced.
Yeah, you're right.
Suicide Squad.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yep. Shazam, and like I said, I have no idea what this one is.
Really hard to tell, isn't it?
I cannot tell what that is.
Is that Midnighter?
That might be Midnighter.
It might be Midnighter on War
yeah,
World.
the Midnight, the backup story at the time.
Yes, that's what it is. Okay, that's awesome.
But yeah, she basically then tells the quintessence, "Nope, I'm declining your offer." And then she gets, I like that outfit.
I do too. I was just going to say both of those outfits are so good. If you were going to have this like weird rebirthing of her, why not keep it? But she did keep that costume through at least the first arc, which was so good. We had Sigmund. Was it Sigmund? Was that his name?
I think so. No, we had Deadman. We had Deadman at one point.
Well, we had Deadman, but we had her like love interest, her new love interest.
Oh, right.
Like they slept together in like 2 minutes. She was like out to thaw.
I love when they do group stuff like this. They did this ever since Infinite Crisis, where they would do these big, huge, like everyone's coming at readers.
I know, I love it. It's so good. There was so many times I went through that picture trying to go in through like theories and stuff. There's so many theory videos I did after this.
Oh yeah, like Damien there. Why did he look older?
I love it. It's so good.
But yeah, then the quintessence go to Earth Omega, and they're all killed off, and apparently they're still dead by Darkseid, who is now fully whole.
He is not the Avatar any longer.
No, he is now fully the Avatar. He's no longer a scattered Avatar.
Yes. But yeah. Bianca is at Whole Foods listening. That's awesome, Bianca.
But yeah.
Harley's face there bugs me. She looks like she just like smelled something bad.
Oh God, Red Axe. Okay, moving on.
In Fantasy I Die, I can't show it. I'm so freaking sorry. If I ever get on Ripa's godforsaken stream, I'll say no more lies in my best Montana voice. He won't get it because he's done. He won't see the movie. Oh my God. You need to have a Venmo. I've never even used one of those things. You'll net more money per chat. Thank you so much. And Fantasy I Die. I'm so sorry I can't show it on screen. Freaking
I don't know
stream
what's
or
up
not
with the
StreamYards. Restream is
stream.
being an asshole today. But
Yeah,
thank you
but
very much.
now we're just gonna breeze through these secret files. Basically, it's Director Bones going over.
Okay, there's one I want to talk about that's really good.
Yep. Well, I like this one as well. Brandon Thomas, great writers throughout all of these.
Brendan
We
is
got
really impressing me more and more to take a character like
Aqualad,
Aqualad, that I don't really know
Jackson. Yeah,
anything about,
Jackson.
Jackson, and make me like him, and then and not only that, but add like faulty emotions. Like, dude flies
Oh
off the
yeah.
handle, and he's unapologetically mean to Darcy and stuff, or Daria, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's like I get it. You're actually giving this dude a well-rounded arc. Thank you. I like
Yep.
Brandon Thomas a lot.
Yep. Again, we get an introduction with we get just some stuff with President Superman. Just a little bit of stuff of him flying around working with Machine Head. That's an Iron Man XP.
And then that'll come to pass later too. Also,
Oh, big time, big time. We have a Kryptonite Man and everything. Flying around, him flying around, just get help everyone. It's just a nice little introduction for those who don't know him. Oh, here's the stuff with Roy. Stephanie Phillips story wrote this. All these
she's actually a huge Green Arrow fan.
Oh yeah,
so
I
this
remember
was like
saying that. Yeah.
this is like one of her favorite things. And then she got to write in the 80th anniversary. She was all giddy. She's so cute.
But yeah, basically all this here is set up and with everything, and this is where we first got the hint off that they had retconned Leanne, both existing and dying. And boy, did that make a lot of us ticked off at first. Until
no, it wasn't. Wasn't in it. Okay, you're gonna say it.
we had this first, then we found out about what Ram V was doing in Catwoman.
Yes.
So until this point, we did not know that. We thought they brought her back just to kill her in an even more excruciating way by electrocution.
I know.
And then we find out, oh, so technically she's still alive.
I love that her alias or whatever is Cheshire Cat. Like, she's so cute. I love her.
Yep. So yeah, a lot of this was just the stuff with Roy and him chilling. We don't know exactly what's going on with him yet. Then we get stuff with Jay. Now Dan Waters worked on this one. It's those
Oh
three
wow,
writers.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Brandon Thomas, Stephanie Phillips, and Dan Waters each did 2 stories.
That's awesome. I love it. Dan Waters just finished up. You know what? While you're here, I'm gonna ask you. Earmuffs, if anybody doesn't want to know the end to Arkham City Order of the World, are they dead?
I have no idea. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna go reread it through again and find out.
Like, I love that 10-Eyed Man at the end. 10-Eyed Man is one of my favorites right now. But like, I love that he's dancing and all happy. Like, Jocasta is obviously dead, right?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
But the other ones, are they just tied up? Like, I'm so confused.
I don't know. Whoops. Yep. I don't know. But yeah, this one deals more with Jade and Obsidian.
Beautiful art.
Oh, very good art. It's just them coming to terms with everything. Then eventually dealing with one of Chroma. That's one of their old enemies.
I love that they dug back into the old stuff. Like,
oh yeah, big time.
It's so good.
We don't know it yet, but they're doing that with Director Bones as well. Yeah. We don't find that out till later though. Brandon Thomas again, as we had. This is where we get a totality story here.
Yeah, the 2 different ones, right?
Yep, 2 different ones dealing with 2 different Martian Manhunters. And it's basically a case of how do they figure out which one is which. One of them's an imposter, and they realize, no, wait, you're the imposter. To Martian Manhunter.
Yep.
And it was all a test and everything. And then they eventually move on. We get stuff with Director Bones, dealing with Captain Boomerang, who's been mutated. And everything. And it's just a big him running around. We get some more inner sauce Director Bones.
Arkham Order of the World ends with a cliffhanger. That's what I'm saying. I want more. That means we're getting more, right, Hominus? Come on now.
Yep. Oh, but yeah, this is where, from Bones' time as a costume villain turned hero turned bureaucrat, they're bringing back a lot of it in Infinity Inc. history.
We haven't seen him in a while, though. I'm surprised.
Yep.
Well, I mean, we have, but we haven't.
Well, he's a big part of Infinite Frontier, remember? And then
Yes,
he
but
was
I thought he
in
was gonna
checkmate.
be a bigger part of yeah, I know, I don't read Bendis. I thought he
Yep.
was gonna be a bigger part. Maybe we'll see him in, the 3rd act back.
Right. But
This is
yeah,
my
then
okay, we have to talk about this story a little bit
oh, Psycho
because
Pirate here.
this is who wrote
Dan
this?
Dan Waters again.
I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised at all. This is if I would have done best stories of the year, not best books of the year last year, this would have made it. This is
Oh,
8
yeah.
pages of pure fucking genius gold.
Yeah.
I love Psycho Pirate anyway. I think it's a phenomenal character. Like he's the idea of being able to manipulate emotions is so terrifying in a way.
Yeah.
And I love how he uses the 3 questions. This story was hauntingly beautiful.
Okay, yeah. What can we know? What was the other question? Oh, you have said what we know, but what is real? And then who are you?
And he answers that one incorrectly, right?
Yes, yes, he does. Like, I am only a man. And it's like, what a shame. You do not see as I do. You posture. You think you were born and raised. You were not born and raised. None of us were. This universe is mere months old. It's been remade again. This is where we start to get the idea of the multiverse and all that, which comes into play again throughout the main story.
But I love this because like
Yeah, sets up
first
Darkseid.
off it started set up Darkseid, but then I was like, "Oh my god," for like 2 days I'm like, "Wait, what if Psycho Pirate is right and we're all just in this algorithm?" And I'm like, like
Oh
man,
yeah.
maybe I was just stone reading it, but like I was just like, "Holy crap, this is deep as fuck, Dan." Like, come on, it's that story was phenomenal.
It was. Now a lot of this is gonna breeze through a bit more. There's gonna be answers to everything by the end of this mini. But yeah,
Yeah,
we get Batman from Flashpoint Batman, somehow alive again, found by a black couple. And actually this is Calvin's mom and pa.
parents. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, they call him up. Meanwhile, we have the totality dealing with X-Dad. That was the villain from Zero Hour. One of the villains anyway. And eventually, yeah, you have Obsidian dealt with Mr. Freeze. They're just chit chatting, talking about everything that's happened. And then eventually they head out. And when they show up, Jade's been abducted. By who? We'll get to that.
Black Phoenix, you said I have that one shot laying around. Read it and tell me what you think. I thought that story was so like for only a couple pages, it was so intense. It was so good.
Oh yeah. Well, technically, that one shot
Bye, Raymond.
was digital. Thea Raymond was digital first. It was then collected all in the
Yep.
one big book.
It was really, really good.
Yeah, but yeah, we see Director Bones talking with Chase, which I'm so glad Chase has been made a main character. Now that's a character
I know.
who was introduced. Her title failed, but other creators loved her so much that they've used her ever since. Great creation by J.H. Williams.
Yeah, not only that, but it got like a weird cult following.
Yeah.
People that loved her like
Hmm.
were stands for her.
Yep. And she's a big part of this here too. But yeah, all of a sudden we have Flashpoint Batman wake up on the House of Heroes. This is his first time there. Because you gotta remember, the most he'd ever dealt with was you had him in Flashpoint. Then after that, you had him in the Button, which then led into stuff with the Tom
With
King Batman, and then now he's here. So this is his first time truly dealing with the multiverse beyond stumbling around through it.
Okay, so wait, I got it. I do have a question. When it comes to we had him after the Button and after the Tom King stuff towards the end, him being clearly wanting the best for his son, but going about it in the most fucked up way possible.
Hmm.
So he remembers what he did. He remembers how he
Yes,
behaved. Is this sort of them trying to redeem him?
yes, and that comes
Okay.
later. That does come later.
Yeah, it does. It absolutely does. But I just wanted to make sure he remembered that.
Yes, he does remember it, and he
Okay.
will eventually regret it. But yeah, we see Machine Head, Earth 8, Mary Marvel from Earth 5, Aquawoman from Earth 11, Captain Carrot from Earth 26, and of
I love
course,
Captain Carrot.
Yep, and of course, President Superman.
Don't
Um,
I You know what's funny is that once we called out that they used 2 screen names, good morning, Nick, that they disappeared. I just thought
Oh,
I'd add that in there.
yep. But yeah, of course. Now remember, Flashpoint is not another Earth. It's
He
not.
doesn't have an Earth.
He doesn't. Now again, where does Flashpoint Beyond fit in all this? We don't know yet. And even
We
from what I've
will.
just read of the preview page, it's hard to tell.
Wait, the preview page for Flashpoint Beyond?
Yeah, they actually showed them more with finalized artwork and and text and everything.
Ooh, okay.
But yeah,
When does
but
that
yeah.
come out?
Oh, I
April?
think next week. Next week.
Wait, what the?
I think. Let me check. Let me
Why
check
does
my
that
list.
feel like yesterday? I
No,
just did
no,
the
wait, no, wait,
solicitations for
no,
that.
wait, no, wait. Oh, I take it back. You're right. April 6th.
I thought so. Okay. So in a
April
month.
6th, but they already have but we have the preview all ready to go. But yeah, basically we get a sum up version. There's Barry, as he's just checking out the different worlds. Earth 2, Just Imagine Stan Lee's Earth, the Tangent Earth,
I
Super
love that
Demon.
they have that in there, by the way. The Just
Yeah,
Imagine Earth. That's so
yeah.
cool.
Oh, I love that universe. Oh, we have the Chibi Earth,
The
the
Jimmy the babies.
Red Sun, Kingdom Come, Commandi, Super Demon. Yeah, and then Earth's Omega. And once he's there, though, unfortunately, he's about to. Yep, he finds the quintessence all dead. Who has the power
Dead,
to
dead,
kill God?
dead.
And yep, he's soon abducted by Psycho Pirate.
I know.
Boy,
Psycho
deja vu.
Pirate's new costume is phenomenal. It's so good. I
Yep, and
really like Psycho
deja
Pirate way too
vu.
much.
This is deja vu though, because he did the same thing during Crisis on Infinite Earths to Barry.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep. Now here, I love this whole thing when it basically like saying the justice saved us. Reality was fixed. We read online that it's mom, don't mass hysteria, honey. But I see it in my dreams. How could anyone forget the world ended? I'm sorry. I know this is rude, but I overheard you, and I remember it too. The skies were red. Yes. Oh my God! When it stopped being red, there were like all these other Earths in the sky. That was the multiverse. My parents wanted to lock me up. Mine too. Aren't we so? And are we supposed to just go on living like we used to, knowing how nuts everything was? Because remember, the whole point of death metal was everyone remembers. Not they did not erase memories this time like they've done with other crises. But I love this.
Yes, I love it.
Would you do show about the multiverse already? It's not real and you're not special. I mean, after everything we've seen over the years, how can you deny it? My cousin lived in Gotham his whole life and never saw Batman. Not once. But he still died in the attack on Arkham. We already got our deal with real life lunatics and supervillains. And then there's alien invasions and gods and demons. Now it's a multiverse. Reality was rewritten, rebooted. Come on. When are we going to wake up? You don't know what you're talking about. And you do? Again, just stuff like this. You're like, this is what would happen in real life. People would argue about this.
Yep, and I love it. And like, well, it ends with a banger here.
Yep. Extract, who we'll find out who she is as well, and she's there to abduct Arsenal, or is it Speedy, or Red Arrow now? Whatever you're calling yourself, this world doesn't like you.
Who's the redheaded hunk? That's Arsenal. That's Roy.
Yep,
I love Roy.
Roy.
I was so mad. Like, I remember being so at the very beginning of my channel, like, how could you kill him? How could you?
Right. Oh, I love it. It's not real. It's not real. The guy's in denial now. Oh, this is where he's starting to use the Black Lantern ring, and he's like, what have I got myself into?
I love it.
Yep. And then we see some more stuff.
Good morning, TZ.
Super Clark. Oh, this is after he's been revealed and everything. Oh yeah. What are you investigating, Agent Chase? You're the great detective. You tell me.
Good morning, Chuck.
I love that. You're the great detective. You tell me.
So good.
But yeah, they're just trying to be like a being from beyond the source world named Perpetua wanted to destroy the multiverse. So she blah, blah, blah. So when exactly did you know our reality was being manipulated? Since the attack, we created a network of open communications with the other worlds in the multiverse. Basically, that's the one of the side stories of this. We find out what's been happening post-death metal, and now that the multiverse is not only open, but larger, and everyone is aware of everything.
Yes.
That for once, make it clear, let's not have this happen again.
Let's prevent another attack like this. Hulu didn't do a very good job, but they tried.
But it's still better than before where they just stumbled around and everyone would forget everything until the next event happened.
Right, exactly. Like, the idea of having remember everything, I do wish they would have gone through that process a little bit more.
Yeah.
Like, how they coped with remembering a little bit more, but I understand that would have taken, like, a whole mini in itself, right? So that would have been
Yep.
a lot, but it would have been neat to see how they were able to cope with, "Hey, I did this in 1982, how the fuck did I manage that?" Like, it would
Yep.
have been cool.
And I do love this. Oh, we set up something with Captain Atom, and we'll get there. But again, just looking around all the different multiverses and everything, as yeah, like I'm working. They're just trying to explain everything about the multiverse, and I don't read comic books. You should, because remember, comic books show you, especially when they're from Earth 33, what's going on in the
Yep,
universe.
and we'll actually play into that a little bit in the next mini.
Yep. Oh yeah. Do my best. I was in Arkham, healing from my injuries in solitary. Meaning after what Bane didn't kill him. And then one
Wait,
day this brought. So
yeah.
we find out that Bane didn't kill him, just put him in, just healed it and just and really hurt him. But yeah, basically, eventually, Extract abducted him, and then he escaped and crash landed.
Chuck, I want to put your thing on screen, but for some reason my chat's not working on here. So Chuck said that the art is so good. The Jesus
Oh,
Marino one, it's
oh
so
yeah.
beautiful.
And he's so fast. He's like he has the speed of Riley Rossmo, but the details of some of the other better artists.
Oof, you said the speed of Riley Rossmo. That explains a lot.
Yeah, but he has a good detail. But yeah, they
Oh well,
explained it.
yeah.
Oh, Magog. Oh boy, and yeah, basically we have all there now. We again trying to figure out like other people have been taken too. Many of those from Infinity Inc. have been abducted,
That's
and yeah,
awesome.
so this is where the totality of design, like we're just going to go and do our own ways. Oh, I love this. If you ever speak of my children like that again, you will wish you weren't immortal. Ouch.
I love it.
But yeah, they're going to go out looking while Roy's trying to figure out what's going on, and he uses some of his lessons from Hal on how to control the ring. So
That
yeah,
looks so good.
yeah. So like, what am I now? Black Arrow? But then nope, that's not exactly a Black Lantern ring. Oh, he sees a little hint about Lien. Dark side is come to me, my Black Lantern, and he flies off. We see Captain Adam showing up.
Oh
Chase meets
yeah.
Yep, Chase meets up with them. They talk, acting like they've known each other. And then she eventually reveals, you and I have never met before. What Earth are you from? Doesn't matter. Every time someone from another world comes to Earth Zero, it causes problems. I just wanted to be free. Where's the real Captain Adam? I don't know. But in my world, you and I were friends. If you turn yourself in without a fight, maybe we can be too. And instead, he rips himself open, basically feeling like what's really going on. Like he's working with Darkseid, and boom,
I love it. Every single one of these endings were so explosive.
literally.
Yeah.
But yeah, who is the new Black Lantern? Now we already know, but it is obviously meant for solicitations.
Right.
But yeah, they're trying to. All this stuff is going on. What is the
Oh, this is
multiverse?
with Jane being taken, right? That's what we're gonna
Jade,
go through
Jade,
here.
yeah, Jade being taken. Oh they're going around asking everyone, and yeah, none of them know. They're talking with the Shade.
I
Um,
love the shade. The shade's so good.
oh, James Robinson
Just
really read the
bring
character.
bring back bring back the whole JSA. Bring back these characters. Like, I really do think it would sell phenomenally. Like, not only because like people are that have never heard of Shade, people that have
Mm-hmm.
never heard of Obsidian and Jade are now knowing who these characters are through the show, and they've got that in the solicitations. They've got that like companion comic coming out for the shows. Why not have a JSA line that maybe runs in between season 2 and season 3? Like, these are things they could do with the JSA that would really be beneficial and people would probably love it, but
Yep.
they're not doing it.
But yeah, then we see Roy's still dealing with seeing all those visions. Now he's out in space, the final frontier. Again, he's like, last time I used you, I turned into a zombie. Can't risk that again. Can't just take off the ring. And now he feels like, yeah, but my daughter is alive. He is having a feeling that Lien is alive. Remember, he never knew.
Good
Oh boy.
morning, Teva and
Yep.
Coochie.
Yep.
Batman was awful. Okay, I don't believe that we saw the same Batman. You must have watched a really bad
Oh
fanfic.
jeez, oh jeez.
Yeah,
They already did this before last time. They did this
the
before
Batman
in
was worse than Justice League? Okay,
oh
honey.
yeah, this yeah.
Okay.
But
See,
yeah,
honey again. I go to
yep.
that. It's habitual.
Yep, but yeah, they come save him from Magog. They calm everything down, touch his machine, and then they're going further inwards into the multiverse.
I
Meanwhile,
love
we see
this art.
Barry.
I love this,
Oh
like,
yeah,
oh god, it's so good.
so old fashioned. And hold on a second, I got to. I think I reached the limit of what you can do on photos. Hold on.
Go ahead. You're fine. I love the way that old fashioned the Batman was great. I'm glad you liked it, Tava. It was really refreshing. It was new and it was something I absolutely thought was like I still think the
There we
Rotten
go.
Tomatoes score is pretty good. Oh, let me add it back up.
Yep. Now the whole point of all this, we find out later, is that Darkseid is using the Flash to power up this machine. He's going to reach the same speeds he did when he made the Flashpoint,
Yep, they're using the tree and mail.
but on a much greater scale.
I love
I
that
said, yeah,
smile.
save our multiverse. I know, but yeah, they sneak their way in where Infinity Inc. used to be.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait, hold on. I have a question. So, we're supposed to suspend disbelief to believe, and we'll get there, what happens with Psycho Pirate. And then he was like, went all like, oh, I'm so sad and I need to go see my friend, and then showed up in Shadows of the Bat, right? That's what we're kind
right.
of supposed to be led to believe.
We'll get there at the very end. At the very end, he actually makes a funny line that I'm not going to say, but we'll get there.
Justice League is better than most comic book movies. People are just too stupid to realize it. Okay, honey. Okay. We believe you.
But yeah, when they see Director Bones, they follow him as he has his own ship that he's having worked on. Oh yeah, a bunch of power cells and everything. What kind of spaceship is this? Hold on, oh, come on. And then Extract attacks them. They're surrounded. They put up a good fight at everything, and then Chase is there. She survived. Blasts them and seems to knock them out. We
Chase
see
is a
on board.
badass.
Yep, and wait, let me double check. Yeah, same ship. So now we see that Roy's on that ship, and they're ready to take. Oh, it's Hector Hammond and one of the Green Lantern enemy, looking
Yeah.
very different.
I every time I think of Hector, I think of the Green Lantern movie, and I'm like,
The big head.
oh
But yeah, he
my
said,
god,
yeah,
why?
I said, when reality returned, I was reset to factory settings, so to speak. I consider it a gift, but it still left me with a lot of questions. So now they're going through the bleed. That's what the ship can actually do. Travel through it all and everything. They're being attacked. Roy utilizes this as a chance to get away. And then we see Infinity Inc. Jade, Wildcat, M Smasher, Damage, and Power Girl.
I love how that like Power Girl. They look so good. I want Infinity Inc. back. Come on now. Okay, I want so
Yep.
many things back.
Yep. But yeah, now remember, he's about this metal machine.
Y'all
Supposed
don't
to
know
be an Iron
movies.
Man.
We just
It's supposed
don't
to be
know
an Iron.
movies. Or
Right.
it could just be you are in the minority here. And you
Yep.
probably, if you're saying that we're too dumb to understand Justice League, you probably just didn't understand the plot of Batman.
I think last time we had oh, hold on one second.
Correction. Justice League Crisis on Two Earths is better than most comic. That's Chuck. Valid point. Valid point.
Just one second. Sorry.
I love Infinity too. I'm like, please bring back this, bring back this, bring back this. I'll buy them all, and then I'm still like, wait, well, I'm buying all of what you're putting out now, so yeah.
Right. Sorry. I just had a text, a DM from someone.
Oh, you're fine.
Yep. But yeah, basically we're seeing a bit more of his President Earth and President Superman's world, and again, just showing off.
That's Thomas, right?
Yeah, that's Thomas.
I love how he looks. He looks so good, like the white hair.
Oh, I love him here. I loved him here.
He's so cocky, but like
it's a long story. It always is.
the relationship they go through is like such a cool weird bromance, but not. And it's like at the beginning they kind of have disdain for each other, but by the end they're simping for each other. I love it.
Yep. But yeah, basically we see, they're trying to find Lex and everything, so they go out. We actually get a world's finest moment. They fight through,
Yeah.
but then they
Yep.
find his Lex is dead.
Poor Lexi boy. So is that the
Yep.
Lex from the Hell
From
Arisen?
from this from no, from Calvin's world.
Okay.
He was always still white. And remember the whole thing was, I don't hate you because I'm racist. I just hate you. But yeah, then we see, Extract had saved Chase from everything. They're ready. They want to utilize Alan Scott and Obsidian using their powers to power up their ship. And oh, look at that! Look, it's a pear instead of an apple.
Batman comics are down 64%. What are you for? We just make
Uh,
things up on the spot. I'm a right-wing what happened to the chat? Okay, I'm a right-wing anti-SJW and I don't even like Snyder's Justice League. That's one thing. Yes, it was absolutely a mischaracterization of almost every single one, especially Superman. I can't. I won't. Man of Steel
yep,
was garbage, straight up garbage. And
yep,
I think a lot of Superman fans. Now, to be fair, we all have our idealistic versions of each of these heroes. Like me and Bianca were talking about villains the other day, and looking at Ivy, a lot of people like the seductress or the eco terrorist or this, and I'm like, I like the Mother Nature side of her. So we do all have our own sides of these characters, but it was just, Man of Steel was just straight up garbage. I'll send you
geez.
the article. Okay,
We
send
wait
it.
with bated breath. We wait with bated breath. But
Yeah,
anyway, we find
because
out Director Bones
I
is.
do I do sales analysis every single month, and you're wrong.
Yep.
So nice try, but
Yep. I think that they're a troll. I mean, look what they just said earlier. Dr. Supliana and all those people are on something.
wait, I think our chat just kicked in.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, there we go. I agree. Man of Steel was terrible. Ha! We have an agreement. There, our chat just kicked in. Okay, well we're good now. All right.
Okay. Like I said, though, Director Bones is right. He's basically become paranoid now because of all these outside threats, and that it could happen again. So he's made a deal with someone. Now we find out that it turns out he's shifting between his old look and his current look. Everything's just going crazy. I love this Power Girl. I hate zombies. But
Power Girl
once they
looks
realize
so good.
she does, but once they realize it's Roy, Jade is trying to calm him down, and they're happy. They're no longer fighting, and they basically explain what happened. They were all meeting up when Extract attacked. Something went happen, triggered the Starheart. Next thing they know, and she knew, she woke up inside the bleed. And yeah, you see, Jade helped some of us escape this troll, but we've been and lost in the bleed until your ship showed up. So there's been two ships, it looks like.
Yep.
So they're on Earth Omega now. They see there's Barry as Psycho Pirate's trying to make him keep running. Something's going on with Roy's ring, and bringing in both ships now as they crash. The House of Heroes is reacting, so they head on with their own shuttle, which they all look like the same ship. Huh? Weird, isn't it? How and all that. We find out more about
Wait. Why
that.
is it weird?
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out because remember this
Oh,
was
I think I forgot. I really
yeah.
should have went back over this morning, but yeah.
Yep. But they're trying to send a signal out, but the Harbinger AI says request denied. They're trying to contact everyone. Now, here's the moment. Harbinger, show me Bruce Wayne. Bruce, my son, so many worlds. I didn't beat him. He came back stronger. He has his family with him.
Are
I
you
try to tell you
denying
not.
facts? You haven't shown me any facts. I'm not denying
Uh,
facts. I got stats, man. Okay, man. I love trolls. They're so fun
yeah,
to
yeah,
fuck with because they're so
yeah.
dumb.
I try to tell you not to be Batman, like a foolish and scared old man. That was wrong of me. You are always Batman. Because again, he didn't know how the multiverse worked. As far as he was concerned, there was just one other world where he was Batman. He didn't know that he was the unique and Bruce was the common denominator. He had no clue, which in a way does make sense to why he acted the way he did in Tom King's to an extent. and why
Yeah.
it's so easy for
Yeah.
him to
Yeah.
realize his mistake. Because again, as far as he was concerned, there was only one older world, and that was the alternate timeline. He had no idea about the multiverse at all. So as far as he was concerned, Bruce was Batman, and he shouldn't be Batman.
Yes.
Oh, but
Okay,
then
wait.
Machine Head is the traitor.
Hold on. Oh, we find out already. Okay, Coochie, it won't show up because you're not a mod. So put it on my latest community post and I'll look at it. Thank you. I just posted one about an hour ago. I'll look in
Yeah,
the
they used to allow people to post links, but then they would not be allowed, and a mod could approve it. But they don't do that anymore.
What? Okay, I love the internet. I know I'm getting sidetracked here and I do this all the time. It's the way my brain works. I just went to my community post to wait for the link.
Mm-hmm.
And I get Black Phoenix, who's awesome, who put my or that Doc Infinity cover is beautiful. It absolutely is. And then trash events. Why? DC is going backsidezies anyways. Uh, uh okay. I just
Whatever.
I don't get it.
Right.
I got
But anyway,
booted last time for asking a question. Well, my apologies. Was it a rude question? Maybe that's
I,
why. Just put
I,
it.
I
Oh, you were.
yeah,
Oh my God, were you the one asking about
if it
soup?
was married.
Okay, yeah. All right. Captain Carrot, yes, that Captain Carrot is the shit in this. Okay,
Yep.
go ahead.
Anyway, we find out that Machine Head has been working with Darkseid because it's the only way to save it. Basically, here's the thing. When Flash made the crack in time, it actually went ripples to the multiverse, making his world darker and everything. And that's what eventually led to his world, Earth 8, being devastated. Now he just says, I don't want to destroy the multiverse. I just want to keep us separate. No more crossovers between worlds. Ironically, I wasn't alone. And we get Injustice. Oh boy.
I love it.
Oh, look at that.
Superwoman. I'm not gonna lie. You read War for World 3, right?
Yep, yep,
Superwoman's so fucking good. She's
yep.
so
Look at
good.
that. She's now Donna
She's
Troy. They
such
keep
a
changing.
bitch.
They keep changing who her identity is. She's either Donna Troy, she's Diana, she's Lois, she's
I thought she was always Donna Troy.
no, she's been Lois for the longest time, where she was a superpowered Lois.
Oh,
Oh,
I
notice,
just
you notice
always
the
thought.
mustache further proof that this was Tony.
I thought she was. Isn't she Donna Troy in War for World
Yes,
3?
yes, yes. In the current one,
Okay.
she's now. And also in the animated movie Crisis on Two Earths, she is Mary Marvel.
I love it. Superwoman is 100% that bitch. Fuck yes, she is.
Yep. Oh, look, more Psycho Pirate. The multiverse is real. You and I both know that. And yet there are words made, and those words made people on Earth Zero think I was nuts. They locked me up, threw me in Arkham for years. Instead of listening to me, helping me, they hid the truth. My world was the original Earth 2, the one and before the first big crisis. When the multiverse was recreated, my Earth Earth 2 no longer existed, replaced by a brand new fancy one, which is what Jeff Johns established after Infinite Crisis, that the Earth 2 that exists is not the same one Power Girl and the others are from. So that's
I
a good
want
reminder
that
of that.
picture. I want
Mm-hmm.
that picture as without the bubbles and like as a cover. That's so good.
Superwoman is a better character than Spider-Man. Okay.
Wait, what?
From Coochie.
I mean, I got to agree.
But anyway, yeah, he explains everything about what's going on and how they've been utilizing Director Bones and Machine Head. They gather up their own Injustice League, and I love how he's walking through everything, explaining it all. As we're now on Earth, back on Earth Omega, Director Bones basically confessing that yeah, he made a deal with Darkseid, sacrifice certain heroes that still have multiversal energy within them. And I know, basically we have, Alan and Obsidian show up. Did you forget my cyanide touch? Do you remember the Star Heart?
No, Coochie, put it in my last community post. It won't show up on here.
Yeah, seriously, yeah.
I don't think you really have a link. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing
anyway,
if it is, it's not based off of actual sales.
Yeah,
But
we find out.
I'll keep it up in case you actually do. I've got to be fair.
Yeah, we find out Extract is chased from Earth 2. That was a race before the crisis. Now, of course, this is
Oh,
a
how did I
retcon.
miss that? I didn't know that.
Yep. Now, of course, this is a retcon because obviously Chase was, as far as we know, was created on the Earth, on our
Or-
Earths.
I did not realize. How did I miss that? Oh my goodness. See, learn something new every day. That's
Yeah,
cool.
but she,
I really
but,
like that.
yeah, but she was a race, and then when the multiverse was restored recently, as an after Death Metal,
Right.
not Infinite Crisis. Again, Death Metal brought back the original Earth 2, whereas Infinite Crisis redid it.
That's cool. Okay,
Oh, I loved it.
that's
You
awesome.
again. Last I saw you, Black Adam smashed your face in. More like shoved his mask through his face,
Yeah.
Karen. But yeah, basically, yeah, they're going to go. Yeah, you ready to feel that again? And basically, yeah, they reveal the Injustice Incarnate.
I love it.
Big fight and everything. But they don't. Yeah, he does. As he's basically still giving Barry more encouragement. Again, he thinks he's saving everyone. And yeah, they're trying to stop him. Machine Man fights him and everything. This is where he reveals how every time something bad happens in the multiverse, it happens because of Earth Zero. Is it because they're special or because they are forever a ticking time bomb?
Oh
Like,
boy.
yep. But yeah, that's what he said. Like my world, some of the cracks hit Earth 8, my world. Those changes my world harder, darker. I did kill your Lex Calvin. He got scared, questioned what we were doing, and basically he's the one who designed the ship, and that's why Machine Head ship looked like the ship everyone's been using. It was based off of their design that Lex worked on.
Hold
So
on.
yeah, they're
I'm trying. I see the link in it was you sent me a YouTube video. Just tell me whose video it is. Okay, here it is.
it
You
is
sent me the Daily Wire?
Daily Wire. And he's quoting even Ben
He's quote.
Skyver.
Okay, you tried. Okay, we're moving on because there's no facts in that video.
Okay, yeah, because Ethan just keeps on pulling crap out saying, oh, they're dying, oh, they're dying, oh,
There's
they're dying.
literally no facts or evidence or sales number in that video. Oh my god, you tried.
Yeah, but you
know what?
you really believe that? Okay, you know what? I'm starting to think Coochie's also, you know.
A comic skater?
Yeah.
Oh
But
my
anyway,
god,
but
you
yeah.
tried to send me the Daily Wire as evidence. You tried to.
Yeah. But like I said, yeah, we turned out all these chains are because it's the Earth Omega, it's a prison. And we find out that the ring he's been using, it's the one Batman used during Death Metal. But it's not a Black Lantern ring.
Black Phoenix. Daily Wire is like the Ben Shapiro network, I believe.
Yeah. But yeah, it turns out that ring though, it's not a Black Lantern ring. It's something else. And he's taunting and basically saying how it shows you because you are the most suffering. Well, I've got more than enough as he uses it to freeze everyone, ready to sacrifice his own life. As they come in and Darkseid shows up, and it's his Omega Lantern.
I'm trying
as we get into the grand finale, as we see Barry again, he's still being controlled. Poor Barry, he just gets the shaft of this story.
I know. I'm trying.
But yeah, they're trying to use this machine.
There's literally no facts in this entire thing. None whatsoever. It's literally like somebody trying to jerk off Ethan Van Sciver. And the sources they use say nothing about sales being down.
Nothing. It was just Ethan having his inside sources, and they just believed everything he
said. Ethan, oh my God, I'm a Republican. Please, I'm so fragile. People don't like me. No.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, you mean like what's his name recently after his interview on Perch?
Oh my. Okay, so
anyway,
was yes, but that was completely the way he treated Perch disgusted me.
And that's like you can see now why like the only reason why he kept the job is because he was a good colorist, but I can see now why he leaked everything to Ethan.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, his personality is completely he's. I noticed that
Hal did not kill him, Nick. Cal did not kill him.
He basically like was in the comments defending himself. He's super insecure. You can tell he's over.
Oh, geez, to the point where when someone says they still like it, he said, "You're right to be wrong."
Yeah, and he
Or if you
literally,
like seeing your precious stuff tainted and ruined, it's like, really? You cannot accept that
"Good
people like
morning,
what
Jorge." His whole thing was buy my book to own the libs. That's all it was, and
oh,
I have
oh,
no time for that.
one thing from Ripa, you're gonna love this. He at one point said, like, "Oh, we need fresh stuff. That's why I'm making my own universe." And the moment Lucas had said about oh, did you know? First of all, dude, that was a
I
DC
wrecked your
vampire version.
logic
That doesn't.
with lies. Literally lies from a video from a
Yeah.
right-wing Daily Wire with
Yeah,
zero facts in it.
old
You didn't
news
wreck
too. Old
shit.
news too. It was in October.
They're talking to Ethan Van Sciver. You're
Who has
there's no
no in,
go back. Okay, I would say about 2 weeks ago I went to over numbers. Go do that. That ain't right wing. That's so far right. Sorry,
okay.
it is.
Anyway, as I was saying, with Lucas, he didn't told us to rip about like, oh, so they're not going to be like. Basically, he indirectly, casually was trying to talk about how, oh, I'll believe it. You know, if it's going to be very fresh and original, and then all of it, Ripa didn't have a big conniption fit. And in the moment, then he brought that Lucas brought up about how you as his on about how his stuff is like not going to be that fresh. It just made him lose it because it's like, yeah, your characters are rips offs on the Trinity.
Yep, they absolutely are. Gabe was way too aggressive in the Perch interview. Yeah, the one time
Well, they
he
canceled
literally
his
told him to shut up, and I was like, "How?" Like I couldn't
they
get.
canceled
I
his
only
contract because he
listened
leaked him.
out of respect
Sorry.
for Perch, and then I gave up on the interview because I didn't. I like Perch a lot. I don't want to see him treated that way.
Janita Scoover? Who the heck is Janita Scoover?
Okay, you tried, Coochie. Go away.
And if you look at the description, it says Ethan
You were
Van
not.
Sciver right in the description.
You're not even making sense. So let's actually continue what we were talking about
Yeah,
because
yeah.
what you're saying is based off of zero facts, and that's you're
You just
trying to.
want to believe it because you're just taking everything he says as the
You don't
gospel.
want to believe. You don't live in reality. That's as simple as it is. All right, go on.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, they're trying to calm Roy down and everything. We have Batman taunting Machine Head, which leaves him open for President Superman to knock him down. He then destroys the machine, but Barry then runs right through the crack that they create. Basically, Darkseid was trying to create a crack in the multiverse. And unfortunately, when they destroyed the machine, the crack is now launched out there somewhere in the multiverse. And Barry went right through it. Now, Roy is cured. Everything seems to have calmed down. They're able to leave the world. Darkseid has the ring. Oh, here it is. I'm needed in another event.
Oh wait, who? Oh yeah.
That's what he said.
I
I'm needed
didn't
in another.
realize that. That's so cool. I never looked
I
back to
didn't
see
realize
that.
what event he was talking about till now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I've
but then
actually been enjoying Shadows of the Bat too.
Yep, Machine Head goes to Darkseid saying, "I can fix this." Gets killed, of course. Then Darkseid uses his Omega Sanction to send them all back to where they belong, and basically saying like, "We gotta figure out what this is all about." As we then see Roy's having a good talk with Chase. Director Bones is was sent over to checkmate and everything. They explain everything to the totality. We find out what let her in, seeing all these different versions of herself, and she wondered, maybe the great version of Cameron Chase, it's me.
I know, I thought that was so sweet. She's like, all these other versions, maybe I'm the good one. Maybe I am the good one. I love that.
Yep, we find out that her other self is working with Darkseid now.
Yep.
As he's getting ready for. Oh, I love this. Now that we know more about what the Great Darkness is, the body and everything, this
Uh-huh.
makes more sense. But
Yep.
yeah, as he crushed the ring actually, and he's saying now it wakes. He wants to take the power of the Great Darkness.
That's
Meanwhile,
our epilogue.
Barry, yep, Barry ends up in Multiverse 2, which was the original multiverse before the Christ and that
Yep.
the Christ destroyed.
Before Crisis
And
on Infinite Earth. And then Pariah!
Mariah shows up and sends him to Earth Flash 1. And says, we'll all be happy no matter what.
I know Chuck's fucking with me, but still, I couldn't help but laugh.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, sorry. That was good. I love it. I love seeing, and we actually didn't get a payoff of this until last issue, right?
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
was doing. It's so cute though. Like it's all homey and stuff, and we get to see little Wallace. I love it.
Yep. But yeah, and that was that. Now, do you see? And obviously, we're not going to have time to get through all of Incarnate, but let's try and see how far we can get through.
We can either do that or do it next Tuesday.
I think we can get through because there's a lot to, and there's all. Why does the lives now nowhere near as long as
Right.
Infinite?
Ripa thinks that his indies are going to be big. Oh boy, he can't be that delusional, right? Like, wow, you're crapping on the people who've been doing indies years before. I think even, and you got to be fair here. Ethan sold a lot of money. He made a lot of money, but I don't even think Ethan did. He even crack 5K units?
Well, let me double check. Units, I have no idea. And of course, he overcharges so much of his books anyway.
Like
Hey, Soup.
when your books cost $25, that's ridiculous. We don't go on money, we go on units. That's what sales are. They are sales to the customer, they are a unit.
And I remember when Liam Gray lost his shit over the fact that, well, he made more money than technically than Tim Lim, the Common America books. Common America had way more units sold, and he just had a conniption.
Seriously?
Yep.
Wait, what? Who was it? Liam Gray? Is that the redhead guy?
No, he was the guy that was also still with War Campaign, no matter what. That guy, he's only did that manga stuff, that whatever, Xenoverse or Xena something. Xenos, I don't remember what it was.
Who are you calling a bitch? Because, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, he's calling Soup a bitch.
Yeah.
Notice over time, you're loving it, and yet he's not insulting you.
I'm not sure how he can. He sends things without facts in it. Literally right-wing propaganda.
Yep. Right-wing propaganda who can't even check their own sources.
Okay.
But
I think he's got a little bit of a crush on Soup. I think that's what it is. Is Ripa gonna have any non-white characters?
What? And actually, let's just, we could do this some other time. Maybe Thursday, maybe next Tuesday. We still got plenty of time before 75 comes out.
Yeah, that's true. Let's do it next Tuesday or Thursday. I'll let you know either way. It'll be one of them, but we can just talk about what's going on. Good evening, Tristan, Rob, and chat. Good evening. Or morning for us, but people are fighting where at. Yeah, like, okay, so hold on.
Nope, and Coochie just got timed out.
Well, I'm sure he's still here, so I will bring up this video that he's so worried about. And
Black Phoenix warned you. Black Phoenix warned you, dude.
He was wanting us, and we've got a few minutes here. Let's actually take a look at what he's talking about.
Oh boy.
We're not gonna obviously watch the whole thing because it's garbage, but I think they're trolling. I think
really?
He's got a crush.
Look at what Bianca just brought up.
Oh, hold on one second. Bianca. All right. Yeah. And people are complaining now on his Indiegogo page and are wanting refunds. Yeah, for Ethan, because it's so late. Everybody's so pissed.
Like, I seen her talking about Ripa.
It's not even. Oh, Ripa? Does he have an Indiegogo even?
Yeah, it started up. That's the one that Gabe's doing. That he's saying, "Oh, it's my stuff."
You mean that one that he ripped off the Trinity? Yeah,
exactly. That's why I cracked up was when he launched this shit when Lucas was basically saying how, and not everyone can come up with a fresh idea. I'd be interested to see. And he's like, "What do you mean?" And then eventually he's like, "Oh God," he just took the idea of a pastiche and took it as an insult.
Oh my God! Yes, he absolutely has a crush on you. I mean, I get it. You see her picture, yeah, but oh my goodness, that's so funny. All right, I'm sure he's still here. He's just timed out, and if he's not, okay, we'll take a look at a little bit of this. I'm not watching the entire thing. I've already thumbs it down a long time ago.
The comic book industry has been overrun by what we call SJW.
Mind you, these are characters that have not even came out.
They are activists who seek to change entertainment into propaganda, and they will tolerate
That's not even a comic book character.
Yep, she was talking about EBS.
Oh, okay, I thought so.
I'm a 28-year veteran of the comic book industry. People call me the world's most charming, disarming,
no, they don't.
open and yet humble man.
Only
so Comicsgate is a consumer reaction to SJWs, social justice warriors, who have basically infiltrated and
the Federalist. That's on the Federalist, another right-wing website that they're using. I love it. Like, you see people like this use other right-wing media to basically make their analysis seem real. Like, you'll see Paul. I literally thought one of Paul Joseph Watson's videos was satire. I could not figure it out. And then I realized he was using himself as his actual proof. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Taken over the comic book industry. There seem to be drastic changes made to beloved characters that were created by great people, great creative people decades ago, and they fell into the hands.
Again, using Daily Wire for proof on a Daily Wire interview.
Of activists who just decided, well, you know, comics, they seem a little bit sexist. They seem a little bit racist.
Wait, didn't that guy just say that this had nothing to do with Ethan, yet it has everything to do with Ethan?
Exactly. Yeah, he has no idea what he's talking about.
They were the solution. They were the answer. They were the
She said to the polls. We've seen that plenty of times in comics. I don't get it. She didn't say, go vote for Joe Biden.
Fix for all of these problems that they insisted existed, even though comic book fans loved comics. Not only were the comic books becoming unreadable, but the creative people had gone from just being liberals.
He didn't read it, so how did he know it's all unreadable?
That's a YA book. That's not in the comics that we're talking about, direct market.
The funny thing about that book is it was bad, but not as bad as everyone was fearing it was going to be. It was more like,
it was just boring and bland and
customers. These were the politics of the author that had worked their way into the book. And people started
to shit! Look what Samuel just said.
What? Fucking Kelly Sue DeConnick's hot. I don't care what you say.
Look what Samuel just said. EBS is no longer giving out oh yeah, because it's locked in now. That's why, because he thinks it's locked in.
He's saying, I took your money, you fools. Now deal with it. That is fucking terrible. If you want to meet a scam artist, there you go.
Exactly. Damn.
Wow.
Oh yeah. They're just going to use.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, they say he's just using this clip again and again. And
always.
America is a social justice warrior.
Of course he is.
Politics. Don't buy my book.
She says problem solved, even though she was the best non-bat title in December. And it was great, and I love her. And her word balloon interviews are so good.
Problem solved.
It wasn't too long before Thor had become a woman. It's like Iron.
That was a good run.
That was a good run. That had a point to it, and it sold well.
Yeah. So okay, good one. Yeah. What's the problem here? It sold.
Oh geez, Liam Gray actually had JDA's Indiegogo taken down 3 times.
JDA's an idiot, but that's not really cool.
Oh, I agree.
He should still be able to create. That's dumb.
Mockingbird, who is Hawkeye's girlfriend, was seen wearing a t-shirt that said, ask me.
I want one of those shirts just to piss these people off. So ridiculous.
This is old stuff.
Old.
About my feminist agenda. Bruce Banner, the Hulk, was replaced.
Do you notice how his only talking points are all new, all different Marvel? There's nothing recent.
Funny thing is also, he fails to know this. 1, Greg Pak created Amadeus Cho. It actually fits the character. He knew the character. He's had a long run with the Hulk already. And 2, he didn't want to kill off Bruce. He wanted to keep Bruce around. It was Bendis who killed him off. But sure, let's just blame everything on saying, oh, it was all on the creator who made Amadeus.
Hello, Reese. I heard Kelly is a nice person. She's so sweet. She's always nice to me.
Oh, gee, okay. Unbreaded. First of all, Calvin Ellis, they don't reference much about him being black other than his world has more. It's a world where the minority hero and where the heroes are minorities. That's not Milestone. But otherwise, they don't bring up his blackness at all. So yeah, you can say it's politically driven, but it's not really, not as much as others.
Have I ever had Kelly on here? No, I would love to. Her or Matt. Eventually, I will get her on. She's so sweet. She knows, like, she would probably feel weird because I've commented on how cool she looks all the time. And she's probably going to be like, No, like she's like got the Suicide Girl thing going on. I like it. She's cute.
By an Asian kid who liked being the Hulk. Robin is bisexual and exploring his sexuality, and that's an event. That's an actual.
It's not an event. That's a plain old lie.
Event in comics now. There's always been diversity in comics. There's always been plenty of characters that are people of color. There have been more than enough women, I think. There have been quite a few LGBT.
You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's all I hear.
Few characters. Everybody can relate to Peter Parker Spider-Man because he's got.
No, he's a bully. I'm not a big Spider-Man fan. I know a lot of people like him, so I won't be mean. But Spider-Man to me, I never related to. Just because, I don't know, I'm a DC person at heart. I guess that's pretty much it.
An incredible amount of responsibilities on his shoulders, and life is not easy. Marvel Comics at some point decided that he wasn't appealing to enough people because of his skin color. People disagree.
That's not what happened.
It
was meant to embrace why Ultimate was different from 616. They were trying to make an initiative say, "Oh crap, we're becoming too much like 616. Let's just make a major shakeup." And that was one of the things let's have a different Spider-Man in the Ultimate universe. Now, eventually, they made the dumb idea of getting rid of the Ultimate and folding Miles in, making him less unique, but it worked.
And honestly, I think they were going for a lot of what the Bat family has, the spinoffs, right? They've got Silk, they've got Spider-Gwen. They, just like DC, they have a bunch of Spider titles. So, like, what's the issue? Miles is a good character, and in 10 years, he's become a household name. That's awesome.
Agree with that.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's based loosely on Obama. We never know what President Superman's politics are, and they never said he's Democratic or not.
Yeah, so it's not even.
We just know he's president. We just know he's president.
I love when y'all defend garbage. We're not defending garbage. I'm not a Marvel person. I literally just said I don't necessarily care for Peter as a character. Since I'm a Marvel person, I'm not defending any garbage. I'm telling the truth here. Lady Thor was good.
Yep. I'll say this also. Kamala Khan.
So good.
You all who hate her and just want to deny the fact that she actually was popular and became popular. She was a surprise.
She sold really, really well.
Yeah, not gangbusters, but still way beyond what you would think she would get. Because originally it was supposed to be a 6-issue, end at 6 issues, and then it was let me speak freely.
Then speak.
You speak, Coochie, but don't be an ass.
Wait, Coochie, are you Toxic Pop?
I don't think so, because we've been seeing.
Yeah, that's true. But Reese, if we enjoy something, why is it garbage? Just because you don't like it doesn't mean your opinion's wrong or mine is. I liked Lady Thor. A lot of people did, and it sold well. I'm not a Kamala fan. I'm not a Spider-Man fan. But when I'm pointing out things that are factually incorrect, because he's using this as a way to pretend like he's correct, I'm sorry. I will point out the lies. But just because if you maybe you like a character I don't. Maybe you're a big Lobo fan, right? And that's okay.
Yep.
That's fine.
Die. Ripper was just saying that create new characters. Oh, you mean like his ripoffs?
Oh my God, they're blatant.
And Reddit is definitely Toxic Pop.
Yeah.
Reddit is,
I think it's both, but yeah, no, it hasn't proven anything yet. Anything. I'm almost finished with my book, he said. Please continue to be patient. Doesn't make it not garbage. Yes, it does. It does, though. If somebody enjoyed it and it sold well, it means in their opinion it's not garbage, right? They enjoy that. Yeah. I'm not going to take away from that. Let's keep.
Swordpunk just put it best. America Chavez.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
America Chavez. Yeah, everyone keeps on thinking, "Oh, Gabby Rivera created her." Like she was created before him by Joe Casey, and she's had good appearances. It's just that everyone keeps on thinking Gabby's run is the only run.
She was fine when she showed up. Gabby ruined her. That was the issue with that one.
Yes.
They were relatable because they were complicated. They were not perfect people. They were not perfect characters. These new characters that are being created.
Again, these characters aren't even out. This book never came out, but they keep using that because the world hated that.
I'm a female, honey. Why does everyone think I'm a guy?
Okay, well, that doesn't prove that's fine.
We got your word. We got your word for it.
I believe you, but the problem is This has proven nothing. You told me that Batman sales were down by 64%. You have not proven your statement.
Created by social justice warriors, characters that, they dug out of nowhere. I mean, Captain Marvel. This is a flawless character, and the reason why is because they want to present.
I can't even attest to that. I haven't seen the movie.
I have, and that ending was crap.
And her run, her Kelly Thompson run is really good. So
yeah, the Kelly Thompson run is really good, and her her Captain Marvel at the end was the best one of that batch of the end books.
Yeah, but I don't know about her book. I can't. I'm not interested.
Who is perfect in every way, and perhaps she's non-binary, she's lesbian. These people are
both, again, two things that are not true.
Actually afraid.
And the source they're using is giant freaking robot. Okay.
To make characters that are believable and relatable, because they're afraid they'll be insulting the marginalized group of people.
Wait, Hominids, for the record, Hominids, that stream was not a live stream. That was a premiere. That's why Ethan didn't respond to anything, because it was all pre-recorded.
Oh, for Comics Elite?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, he was just saying how Evia is not responding questions.
He does. Do you expect answers from somebody that is literally not giving refunds?
Right.
Reese, really? This is not how to do comic books. This is not fun. That's one of the things that Comicsgate rose up in defiance of.
Okay, I think that's enough. I think that's enough now. I think that's enough. I think, because we're going to end up going through this whole video.
What are we even showing here? I don't understand. It's just Ethan talking the whole time?
Oh, yeah, but he's going to bring more Republican talking stuff in here.
I don't get it.
Oh,
anyways, DC Art is a Nazi. Well, that's stupid. That's just like diluting a word that they don't know the meaning of. That's dumb. Okay, they're using bounding into comics. Okay. They're using one angry gamer who was literally caught threatening black people and calling them the N-word. Okay, good source there.
Yeah.
I know it's my own bugbear and there's a larger Nazi-related stuff. I don't care for the word Nazi. I think it's dumb.
Really? That's your reason? That's your reason, Coochie? Really?
What, I asked if she was married because you thought she was gay. Why does it matter to you?
It was a serious question. Really not. You know what? Not everyone has to answer those questions.
No, don't. That is completely.
You are under no obligation to have your question answered.
I'm sorry, Soup.
Yeah, I'm just trying to say, no one's under any obligation to answer those questions. Oh, geez, how much you want to bet? Oh, that was Ethan saying how great he was at doing Green Lantern, and how it was all him. Much like he did in Comics Elite. Oh, he's promoting his book then, how it crossed the 1 million mark. Yeah, crossed the million over a year and 2 years ago.
Let me see something here.
That's the funny thing. They keep on bringing up how, he's $1 million comic.
And he still hasn't put it out yet.
Nope, he hasn't. And let me see what Rainbow Brood is at.
He always talks about these cancel. I'm trying to see if it says he got 11,000 backers, which means his book at any other place would have been canceled.
$461,038 for Rainbow the Brood was only 3,822 backers.
He lost 80% of his audience. Are you kidding me? 3,000 backers?
Backers. You just said blackers. You just said blackers.
Sorry, it's my lisp. 3,000 backers, that's it?
Almost 4,000. Nearly 4,000.
But he lost 70% of his backers in one book. From Wrecked Planet at 11K to less than 4K.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And let me look at all of his other ones. Like, let me take a look at
Blacker. Sorry, I have a list sometimes when I get talking really fast. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And there's $1 million campaign was 11,893 backers. So that's 7, and that's like that is literally 8,000 short.
My goodness, the fall from grace is real.
Oh my God, and it's just as much the same. In fact, the stuff for Rainbow the Brute is exactly no different almost right down to the price point as his warts and all omnibus collection. About the same number of backers, just a little bit off by 70, and it's only $30,000 more on Rainbow, bro.
What's really sad is, or not sad, I guess it's can be looked at a different way. At least people realized. At least they realized they were likely not going to get the book for years and gave up on it. Like,
yep,
you've
same
got
with me. That's with me.
7,000 people that didn't back from one to the other. Samuel, what do we got here?
Yeah,
Ethan, you're open the campaign in March 2020. I write this in the early hours of February 28th. 2 years to do it. And now you're taking the piss, and updates were December. Where is everyone's book? Yeah.
Z Joseph Santos, you missed on some of Coochie's other statements.
I don't think you did anything wrong by asking. Some people, no, the problem I have with him asking is, it wasn't in this stream, by the way, Joseph. It was in last week's stream, and he just kept battering her over the head with asking. And the reason why he wanted to know, because he wanted to know if she was gay or not. That's the dumbest thing. It's weird to me, right? And then the reply here Samuel has up is, you've filled my comment section with bullying. It isn't helpful. It's stressful. Please be patient. Excuse me, what? You stole his money and then you call him a bully.
That's bullying when you're just constantly bringing that to attention, saying, good God. And I just looked at that statement again, like, where's everyone's book? You're bullying, gone.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. But I'm not surprised. Like, I'm really not surprised. He's a bully in general. So it's a little bit of a projection there, right? That's why I don't crowdfund. See, you know what, Chuck? There is, like, you got to really be careful. There's some really great crowdfunding people out there. Like
Tim Lim's books.
That's what
Yeah, Common America and all that stuff.
Comics Elite. All the books they do. You'll have them within, 3 months tops by the time you pay your money. There's a lot, but you have to be so selective. Like, I know Coffin Comics is really good too. If you like Lady Death, she's not my thing, but I know a lot of people like her. She's beautiful. Just not my thing. I read a Lady Death comic a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, this is so boring. But I tried to like it. I wanted to like it.
Again, it's just good.
The Helix Project, Trevor. Absolutely. Another one.
Dan Fan's book. We have the new Orgasm Girl being worked on.
What was it? Billy Tucci. There's a couple of them that you can trust. You just have to be so careful because you've got scammers out there, right? Like, you've got people.
Unfortunately, your boy Zach, I think he's listening too much to Ethan. Boy, he just decided out of the blue when it's like, oh, we're going to start printing December. Now he's saying, oh, we're expanding the comic more now. It's like, what? Why are you adding more now? And
yeah.
And here's the other thing with Ethan. The other problem with Ethan is that because he's both writing and drawing it. And I remember talking about this with Niobe Comics and all stuff, and he agreed. He's the one who made the statement, and I agree with him. Is that he's an artist first, so every time he's drawing it, he's just adding more. He can't control himself. He needs someone instead to do a script that he would just stick to, as opposed to just.
I thought he bought a script from William.
That's a backup story for one of his ancillary stuff.
I guess
for an anthology. For an anthology.
For Wreck Planet.
No, it's for Rainbow Brute.
Okay, all right.
Rainbow's a brute.
Admittedly, I think the design of Rainbow Brute is very cool. I like it. I think Ethan is, for all of his crap, he's a good artist. He did part of one of my favorite stories ever, which is the Ivy one. Oh my God, The Cycle of Life and Death.
Yes.
He did one of those books. He's an amazing artist, but he is absolutely a shit human being.
And let's be honest, if it wasn't for the fact that Jeff is such a bigger name and everything, there's a reason why he's trying to take all the credit for everything, but I have a feeling if it wasn't for his connection to Jeff, he'd have thrown him under the bus to the Snyder cult long ago.
Yeah. I stand for free speech. Yep. But
just because you have free speech doesn't mean everyone has to answer it. You have a right to say it, but it doesn't mean everyone can be like, okay, dude, you're being annoying. Stop it. So that's not blocking your free speech if no one wants to answer? Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
This is the garden that I have wielded year after year after year. If I want to censor you, I will. I don't want to. I don't want to at all. I have no reason to. But if the one huge rule I have here is do not make my guests feel unwelcome. Do not make them feel bad. And you don't be rude to my guests. That's it. That's only rule I have. And when I felt like you were being a little overbearing, even if you didn't mean to, and I can acknowledge you didn't mean to, that's why you got banned for a little bit, right? So just remember that if think about it this way. Would you ask EVS or Yellow Flash if they were gay? Would you do that? Then don't do it to Dr. Soup. That's silly. I love her. I don't want her to ever feel like she's not welcome here.
Exactly.
The last update for Wrecked Planet was in 2021, December.
So that was a few months ago.
Oh, you don't have to apologize. I'm just saying, I don't ever want to feel like I have a hard enough time sometimes getting people on here. I try to have 6 on the weekends. I try to have somebody during the week. I just don't want to lose Bianca and Soup are my go-to girls, right? I love having them on. I don't want them to feel like they're ever unwelcome. Robert's always my go-to when it comes to talking and going through stories. I just don't want people to feel like uncomfortable when I'm inviting them on. I hope you understand what I mean.
Yeah, I'm always fearful when people come into these chats, though, that might prevent some people from coming on because they don't want to deal with it, like a creator or whatever saying like, I don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, and I get that. Don't forget Saggy and Liana. Yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
They're a little harder to get on sometimes, but they're amazing. Like when I have Saggy, Liana, it together, they're so funny. I need to get a girls' night. I was gonna do a girls' night last weekend, but we ended up talking about the Batman and when Bianca wasn't available, I'm like, let's just do Batman, right? Go, girl, don't worry, I'm never comfortable. Good. Last update for Rainbow the Brew was in April 2021.
And it was supposed to come out in December of 2021, and he barely even started it.
We're your go-go girls and the go-to girls. Oh, that's funny. So, all right, we're going to wrap up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And hey, I say Bianca and Raven becomes some of my go-to people on my videos.
Yeah, there's a lot of awesome people in this community, and I want to just make sure that we can talk and enjoy what we like. I'll ask my husband if I'm gay. That's awesome. I want to make sure that everyone feels comfortable, and I like having good conversations. So that's all it is. So, all right, do you have anything come up that you want to kind of throw out there?
Just a video that Raymond and I did on the first 2 Batman versus Predator books. Should have done it yesterday.
Very cool.
Kind of caught up with a bunch of stuff. Other than that, though, not really.
Awesome. Well, make sure you guys check out Robert. I have his channel in the description if you're not subscribed yet already. I will have something out later today. I have no idea what yet. I haven't checked the news. I haven't seen what's going on. So I will have something. What's that?
What, you oversleep or something?
Yes, that's exactly right. And and
I'm joking.
I may talk about Trial of the Amazons. It's just a bunch of talking heads at this point. Like, I don't know. Maybe.
I've already skimmed through it. It put me to tears because it's just mostly
boring.
Talk.
Oh, goodness.
It's like War for Earth. I think that's the reason why he's going parallel to War for Earth 3. Is because of the fact that you have one thing that's for the action, and that way you can have the other one. And be like, well, people don't want action, they can go here. If they want action, they can go there.
Yep, exactly. All right. We will see you guys next time, and we will be going into Justice League Incarnate then. So we will see you guys. Bye.